Sure. way maganindu. Kelly Hall, Indigenous. David, Way, Nindidu, Ojibwemo. Maingan, Indudam. Nikanak, Waju, Indunji. Sipi India. Turtle Mountain Community High School, Indinoki. Niminwendam, Oma, Ayayam, Nangum, Niguchuendam. What I said there is, hello, my relatives, it's good to see you. My name is Kelly Hall in English. My spirit name is Dawn, his coming woman. My clan is the Wolf, and I am from the Turtle Mountains. I live in Belport, and I work at Turtle Mountain High School. I'm glad to be here today, and thank you. I'm grateful for you listening to me. I'm so honored to be asked to be your, well, I guess I'm a mistress of ceremonies, or maybe a madam. Depending on my age, I'll say. But I'm very honored to be here and to be able to facilitate this presentation. Just some housekeeping. I know you know where the bathrooms are. I've been told everybody needs bags or Doritos. Ms. Schoenborg will find you. If you don't have one, she'll hunt you down. We have our AV club who are live streaming, so when you come in or go out, you can kind of go around, and so you don't interrupt the feed, because this will be out on YouTube and it'll be available for people to watch. Is Dr. Martin in the house? Dr. Martin? He wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it or not, which is okay. So I guess at this time, I will call up Ms. Sheena Ladisser. She is our English Language Arts Department Chair, and she is the master of tonight. She's our fearless leader.
Thank you guys for coming. We have a nice crowd in here. So our English department kind of came up with the idea, as well as our parent liaison, Sarah Davis, where are you? She came up to me one day and she just said, you know, Sheena, can you guys create some kind of event at the end of the year? We don't have any presentation. And I said, well, we read a novel, so we could probably do dinner theater. And then it just took off from there. This dinner theater is put together by the entire school system, so it's not just the English department. We have exhibits around the gym, as you can see behind the seats. Those exhibits are from all around the school: math department, science department, art department, English. We have guidance counselor things there. So when we have time in between scenes and setup, feel free to walk around, take a look. Back in the right corner, we have a scene of MMIW. That we also have a photographer back there, so if you'd like to take some pictures with your family back there, we will have those for you as well. But yes, we couldn't do it without everybody that contributed to this event. This is all student-led, so you'll see workers around the entire gym. We have waiters and servers, we have greeters, we have parking attendants, we have our stage crew. It's all student-led, so everything is done by the students. This novel that we read is, how do I want to say it? It's not about boarding schools, but the theme behind it is boarding school related, and you'll see a lot of that in our play tonight. So we will, I don't know, maybe you'll want to come up here, your name, you want to share a little bit? No?
Okay, so this book, I don't know if she said it, it's called the Marrow Thieves. It's by Sheree Dimmeline. She is a midship author in Canada. And this is a dystopian novel based in the future. And dystopian means it's kind of like apocalyptic, post-apocalypse. And it depicts Indigenous people running because everyone's kind of going crazy in this apocalypse because they cannot dream. And the only people that can dream are Indigenous folks. So they learn that Indigenous people hold their dreams in their bone marrow. So they're running because they're catching Indigenous people all throughout the world, actually. And they started up residential schools. And residential schools, we know that's like boarding schools, right? So that's what they're planning on doing. So the kids, they've been working really hard for this play. Sheena, everybody, really excited. The kids are excited. So they're gonna do like an adaptation of the novel tonight. So yeah.
Just a quick note before I introduce our next our prayer. So the book, from what I understand, the book is what they read in the English department, but there's no play version of it, so the kids actually wrote the screenplay as well. So this is truly the work from the heart of our ELA department, and they're very excited about it. So now it's my honor to introduce Mr. Alex Decoto, who is going to do a prayer for us, and then the Turtle Mountain Horizon Drum Group will give us some songs.
Anyways, reviewing my marketing, reading from my own words. Please help me. She onto mom, is a call on a creator. Mediation starts to clear away. Guns and Galen, and we'll make her strong English. Vijay Manitou, loving creator, a king, a Mother Earth, Oasia, Animal Nation, Peninsula, Bird Nation, Ebami Kwashi Wewa, all the Swimming Nation, Nashka Dewa, the Tule Nation, Atazukana, Wapanu, spirits of the East, Atazukana, Shaman, spirits of the South, Atazukana, Mingaviano, spirits of the West, Atazukana, Uedino, spirits of the North, Misilake and Lake Atazukana, and spirits all over the world. Nego Gaesago, Nana Boju, and also Nana Boju, Luigi Manipuna, the Cartier, and all his spirit friends. Nego Gaesago, Commissioner Jesus, also our grandfather's son. Lukamisanan, Lukamisanan, Jesus, grandmother name. Wabanganam, the morning star, Manitou Penesiwat, the thunderbirds, Ukumistunabani, Kimishimistunabani, and all our ancestors, grandmothers, grandfathers before us, in a good way. Keeping the Punigo for offering me this tobacco. Omanu Gumikinakwakin Chapishawenum. Come and bless us here today in Turtle Mountain. Ejimamu Edia Gomando, as we have come together here to celebrate the way we know the Matisulam, this beautiful life that the Creator has given us. We thank you for watching over us every day. Nigo guys ago nobo, Ejima Ma, the Unindia is ago, Wenjin in Gulizia, Nigo Winishin, Joseph Chigia Gama, Nigani Kera, Ejimas, Wawi, Eji, Waseya Satuya. And today, as we come together here to share all of our gifts that the Creator has given us together to make something beautiful. Tamino Seiman, it'll go well. EKE, and it shall become good.
reminder that you can walk around and check out the sites. Again, try not to walk in front of our video recorder. And there's a few open chairs here, and at some of those tables over there, so if you in bleachers want to come down, feel free to.
The world was once whole. The land at the horizon was open and free. Water was clean and clear, and the sky held the laughter and wisdom of our ancestors. The Anishinaabe people lived on these lands for thousands of years. This was also the time when we could dream, a time when stories whispered in the wind, carried by the voices of those who came before us. But then, the earth grew sick by the hands of people who took too much and did not give thanks for what they took. The river swelled with tears of those left to live in the destruction. The forest withered in grief, and the sky forgot how to carry our stories. The people, they lost the one thing that kept them human, their dreams. Not just the kind that comes in sleep, but the dreams that give meaning. The dreams that remind us who we are, where we come from, and where we are meant to go. They lost their hope. But we, Anishinaabe people, the ones they tried to erase, we still dream. Our dreams are woven like webs in our bones. That's where they live, in the Marrow. Our ancestors spoke to us in the night, in the rhythm of our hearts, in the stories we carried in our blood. And for that, they came for us. They built schools again, not to teach, but to take as told in history. They hunted us, stole our people away, cut into them to steal what made them whole. They told themselves it was necessary to survive. Those of us who remember them know the truth. It is for greed. It is for power. It's the same story that we know. Yet, we are still here. We are still running. We are still fighting. For those before us, for those yet to come.
Oh, look. Where'd you find this?
You should see what I have. It was in the back of the drawer, like Mom used to do when she didn't want us getting into stuff.
I miss Mom. Dad too. I wish they had taken us. So that way, I could tell her I loved her. Before she was killed.
Don't say that, Benji. She might still be out there, working at the schools. Dad left to go look for her. And he might find something. Besides, we gotta wait. And we'll keep on running and hiding until we find our next bag of Doritos. Let's see.
Oh! Smells like old mommy cheese.
It's recruiters. Frenchie, you're gonna have to listen to me carefully. You're gonna have to climb out of the window and into the woods, heading north.
Mitch, I can't jump over it.
Yes, you can, and I know you will, because you're the best at climber there is.
But I can't go without you.
Too late, buddy. They know someone's up here. There's not how many someone's. Go now, Frenchie. I'll distract them while you run to the woods. Over here, dummies.
Hey, there's one right there. Get him!
Each scene ends, you'll be being served different parts of the meal. So for the first course, the appetizer is gullet and mojafi. So please enjoy your appetizers as they prepare for scene 2, which is the flicker of hope. the gullet and mojapi, and they'll be bringing different pieces of the meal out there to you too. So please, if you have a table in front of you, come out and enjoy.
knows that Mitch is probably gone forever. His body aches with hiding the trace has scratched and scarred his body. His mind and spirit are sick with guilt, but he will determined to keep going.
Can't stop now. Mitch, you knew this was the only way. Let's go up north.
Hey, kid, are you okay? Sir, you need Hamilton. We'll take him with us. Hit him with your bike. It's really not funny. You're okay now. You're here now. Wow. Grab a close from my tent to prop his head up. Take one. Warm him up some water. You need to get things with him. 3. Take off his boots and put his knee close to the fire.
Dear, drink this, my boy. Water is life and saving. Hand me some soup over there. This boy is starved.
When you can hold it up yourself, that's when we'll know that you're okay being more without getting sick.
Mitch. I was with my brother. We got taken by the recruiters.
It's okay. Everyone here knows what happens when the recruiters show up.
Where am I?
Where's your young one? I'm big one.
I'm Frenchie. Where am I?
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, you wait for opening.
Which way you headed?
Up north.
Us too. If you want, you can come with us. Better to travel in a group.
Let's go in.
We're having story time right now. You can come with us whenever. You can stay with us as long as you need. It's safe to travel with you. Alright everyone, time for the story. So what did you write down this week? Not yet, little one. It's not time for you to carry this too heavy still.
That's not fair. I'm not a baby. I even know things that you guys didn't know. I knew.
It's not about being a baby, Ree. It makes you sure to protect you. Some stories, well, they just get you both.
Well, I want them in my bones. I have bones, don't I?
Yes, you do, my girl. But there's time yet before you need to carry these things. Let yourself dream a bit longer.
Dreams don't mean much when you don't want to be part of what matters.
serving our next course. This will be your salad. It's an indigenous salad, spinach and arugula blend with wild rice, assorted berries, red onion, and honey vinaigrette, prepared by the culinary arts and crafts students and their teachers. I'd also like to take this time to call up Miss Alexis Davis. She will be presenting her master's presentation. It's titled Grass Dancing, Analyzing Community Readiness Models. Alexis? This young lady is a Turlock School graduate all the way from kindergarten? All the way from kindergarten. She works with us now in our school system, and she does a wonderful job with our students. Alexis, I'll turn this over to you.
Great, thank you. I'm going to start off my introduction because you guys know me, you know my heart, and I just want to take a moment to, first of all, give a round of applause for C1 and 2. Okay. Thank you. And another thing I would like to acknowledge instead of introducing myself is I really think this is a beautiful thing going on, and I hope this continues. And this is a really great representation of when we take care of our youth and our kids, they bring us joy and they entertain us and they care for us. So I want to acknowledge all those people who took care of these kids, who empowered them, who inspired them, and ultimately gave them a space to be creative in these ways. So to move on, for my master's degree and in my program, I worked in Turtle Mountain for a long time, and I wanted to impact Turtle Mountain the best I can. And when being the person that I am, I kind of move all over the place. I think this is the right thing to do. I think this is the right thing to do. But how do I maneuver my way through that path that is sustainable and more effective? And when I first got there, I came across community readiness models. And basically, next slide please, what a community readiness model is, if you look right here, this is a representation, you assess the community, and these are the assessments that you go through. So if I say things like, there is an issue in this community of diabetes, the first phase is denial and resistance. Is there denial of this issue, right? And then how do we move from denial, resistance, to awakeness, to stabilization, pre-planning, initiation, and all these things? And in order to move from one phase to the other, you're rated on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 is complete denial, and then 10 is complete ownership, right? So your goal is to get from 1 to 10 to move through each phase. But when I was assessing this model, it was, first of all, a Western model, and I wanted to make it more indigenous and also something that would more assist all communities, all indigenous communities. So the first thing was this model was geared toward issues. What is the issue in the community? What is the problem that we have to solve? And I didn't necessarily think that fit our values and our ways of thinking. When you say that there's a problem, of course there's a problem. But if you look at your strengths, of course there's strengths, right? So that was the first thing I changed in the community readiness model, was changing it from problem-based to strength and solution-based. The second thing is that, can I go to the next slide, please? Thank you. Right here, okay, sure, that's fine, that's great. The other thing is when you see anything linear, that does not align with indigenous views, indigenous ways of knowing. We are very cyclical, or in cycles, we move in circles, and that's because there's not necessarily a view of beginning and end, right? We're always growing, we're always moving, there's always more knowledge to find, there's always more things to create, more spaces to create. So that's why there's the idea of the cycle. So instead of phase 1 to 20, we're always continuously growing through these things. Especially when you think of healing or implementation or community readiness, things change, right? We go, we can start this phase, but then we come and realize this is the most important thing that we want to talk about right now. Let's put this one right here and this one's right here. That's why it's a cycle, because it flows with our life, right? And the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about too with this is when I create or when I say unity, it keeps us together. It keeps us so this these people here at phase 1, these people are at phase 2, these people are at phase 3. No, we're healing together when we own something like this, when we're involved in something like this, and that's why I really liked the Indigenous version of this community readiness model, is because it was a community effort. It was owned by the community. And when that happens, we do reach, the line is even. And you will keep it. Go to the next one. Yeah. So in conclusion, that is my goal with this model. I know that was kind of fast and there was a lot of information thrown at me. But if you want to have any questions, I'm happy to talk about it more. And my goal, and I'm going to take this opportunity as I'm speaking to you guys, speaking to my community, and speak from my heart. My goal is to help us heal generational traumas and foster generational healing. That is where my heart's at, and that's where all my goals are at. So when I create these things, I create it with my heart, I create it with passion, and I create it so I can help our elders heal from the traumas that they may have been through and give them to be creative, to be kids, and live in a world that they can do themselves, where they don't have to make hard decisions and so I want to thank you guys for listening to me, and it was an absolute honor to be part of tonight. When I was back there, and if you take a moment to read those scripts back there, I promise you will fight tears. The way our youth are, the way our youth are completely and utterly able to pull emotions out of you with this simple page back there, I think is absolutely stunning. And it shows, again, once you give them spaces to be creative, I think they heal us in those ways. And that's what our youth do for us, is when we take care of them, they take care of us and they heal us through joy and through creativeness. And I hope that this also inspires you guys to keep opening those spaces for them. Jimmy, good.
Created the Anishinaabe people and all the earth, the sky, grandfather sun, and grandma moon. All things for the Anishinaabe to honor and survive. We were given this creation story and all the stories happened to teach us, so we knew how to live in a good way and understand our purpose. And to show us all the good things in life and how to protect ourselves from the bad. This is the Anishinaabe coming to story. How we as people came to be, and what we encountered on our journey that can guide and protect us. And you'll never guess who got the intense story. You guessed it, Riri.
I'm Riri, and I know I might just be a kid, right? You guys forgot that I've seen a lot too, and I've made it. They all keep on telling me how my mom was a survivor, because she survived long enough for me to be born. They gave me all to you guys. The recruiters couldn't get me, but I got all these families watching and treating me like a baby. You can't tell the story yet. You're too young. I love this family so much. And you could be my new big brother. I know we should all think good no matter what. I may be little, but I'm not stupid. I know how to take care of myself and help too. If they would just let me listen at the fire and stop treating me like a little kid. Frenchie will always make sure I'm okay and take good care of me. He takes care of all of us. That's how I know that I'll be okay. And one day, I'll be as old as my younger and know everything. It is.
I was really little when everything started. I didn't really understand it. I mean, y'all know the stories. All the people told us about the recruiters, about the government, about the sickness. But it didn't make sense to me. It still doesn't. People shouldn't treat people this way. I'm just a kid. I shouldn't have to be afraid. My mom used to tell me stories, fun ones mostly, about animals and heroes. She said that the world was big and crazy, but we could still make our own fun, no matter what happened. When the recruiters came for us, they didn't take my mama. I didn't let them. I ran before they could. I ran, and I didn't look back. I couldn't. I just wanted to get away. I wanted to find a new place, a place where no one could hurt me. I know I'm not supposed to be this carefree. I know I should be more serious. But I can't help it. The world's already heavy enough. I don't want to carry that weight. So I'll keep going, and I'll keep running. Because if you get to smile, then what's the point of running?
I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Before the recruiters, I had a hope. I had love. As a kid, I thought we could stay hidden forever. Thought we could create a life and a future in this broken world. But they found us. They took it. I was left all alone. I spent months searching, running from camp to camp, all in whispers. But then I learned the truth. Their machines, their hunger, what they were taking from us. I saw people gutted and treated like animals. Their bodies empty of compassion, hope, and their dreams. I could have gave up. I had thought about walking to the nearest school and letting them take it. But I didn't. I thought about my ancestors because our people have always been hunted. Always stripped of our dreams, and yet we're still here. Loss will crush your spirit if you let it. I almost let it when Isaac mistakes. But I discovered something unexpected. I need to remember. The ancestors will still whisper their stories. We just have to listen. They remember all that we have forgotten. I learned that the stories of the past were our weapons, our shields against what the recruiters are stealing from us. Our paths carved into the poor directions. So I became something else. Not just a man, not just a savior, a teacher, protector, and a leader.
You think you know what it's like to survive? You think you know the weight of being alive and it feels like the world wants you dead? Let me tell you something. When your own mother doesn't even treat you like a daughter, when she sees you as nothing more than a commodity, something to be used, traded, sold, then survival. Survival isn't a choice, it's all you have left. I learned that the hard way. I was nothing to her but a tool, a means to an end. You think that doesn't hurt? It cuts deeper than anything you can imagine. I'd look for her sometimes and wonder if she saw me at all, or if I was just another part of land she was trying to own. But no, I wasn't her daughter. I was a debt she couldn't pay off, a sacrifice for a world that didn't care. And when I escaped, I thought that was the end of it, but the world, oh, the world wasn't done with me. It never is it? The men who took me used me like I was a piece of meat, something to satisfy their hunger, and when they were finished with me, they left me for dead, like I didn't matter. They didn't even care enough to finish the job. You don't forget that. And then I found me. I found this group, this family. That's what they are to me now. They gave me a reason to keep surviving. They didn't look at me like I was broken. They didn't look at me like I was trash to be thrown away. They gave me something I hadn't known I needed, belonging. So yeah, I'm here, aren't I? I survived despite my mom.
I wasn't always good at this, at running, at hiding. I wasn't a survivor or a warrior. I was just a kid. The first thing anyone needs to survive in this world is the truth. The lay of the land, the history of the place, the people they can and can't trust, and the ones they have to run from. I learned to be quiet, still, invisible. Every time I was sent back to the group home, I was grateful. At least those doors could lock. I had to learn that quiet was safer. But then things started to get weird. Kids started disappearing, and no one seemed to care. No one was looking for them. Something bad was happening. So what did I do? I decided that I would be safer on my own. I was used to alone anyway. So I left school and just kept going. I walked and walked until there were dirt roads and fields. Then someone saw me, and I wasn't invisible anymore. First people I'd seen in a while called me a dream smuggler, a coward, an Indian, and I ran. Then the next two were real Muslim and Kukum types. They called me a thief, and the old guy shot at me. Wounded, alone, no longer invisible. I ran to the forest where I could hide among the bushes, needed rest, and found a broken down cabin that I thought would be safe. I pulled an old mattress from the floor to lay on and saw an old woman. She looked dead. I thought she was. I was so scared, but couldn't stop looking at her. And then she opened her eyes and started laughing. I just about passed out. She was hiding just like me. Just two people trying to stay safe. That's how I met Minerva. And then I have been with them ever since. They became the family I've never had. They became my teachers. I thought that if I didn't make a sound, the world wouldn't know I was there. That if I stayed invisible, I would survive. Now I know the world is a dangerous place, but I know how to be silent, how to move in the shadows, and one day I'll make sure no one else has to hide like I did.
We didn't always live in the woods, you know. We had a lot. Yeah, not one of the big ones that fell first, the smaller one.
You stay talking with people about what the world used to be.
Uncle Tim was great though. He was a small guy with a big voice.
Everyone, no lie. You don't put that. It's less than the best we step around. We're so good at those things that everyone does.
No kidding. He could catch a rabbit with a shotgun and just nick its neck so the meat was still good, and could spin you in circles in Hank Williams Jr. until you were just a blur. And you wouldn't get dizzy or nothing.
Uncle Tim gave us a good home. Always had me. All the different ladies. Anything.
Some stayed a while, and some were gone before breakfast. The ones that stayed a while would kick his ass when he needed it. Abu McGee, you have to give these boys a bath once in a while.
You know, Rob actually worked it. It was just working work. Then nothing. We both knew something was wrong. So we don't continue to research away.
He was a real res dog. Uncle Tim was just gone. We waited for him, took care of the house like he'd want us to, but he never came back.
Someone else came through, took us, both me and Juan, hung us upside down in a barn. Our once peaceful, happy dreams turned into nightmares.
Yeah, nightmares. In these nightmares, we didn't have food, only a little water. Whoever these cycles were, they didn't give us none.
Took stuff though. They shoved us in here, a finger there.
A little blood from here, a piece of bone from there.
No one was coming to us. We were going to have to do that until I just lost hope.
No more happiness, no more laughter, no more peaceful dreams. Not until
Nick, he saved us.
He gave us a home.
A new family.
Hope.
I have a brother, Mitch. He was everything I wanted to be. He was everything I wanted to be. He was smart, kind, funny. He was really smart. And then one day, he was taken. I was only 11 years old when Mitch told me to run and sacrifice himself, so I could get away. I'm the last one of my family to keep the memory going. The stories are alive with me. I was lost, sick, and broken when Megan and Minerva rescued me. I joined the group. At first I thought it was about survival. I needed to keep moving, keep running, to stay ahead of the recruiters. Meeg says we're the last ones to carry dreams. And that's what makes us dangerous. That's what makes us valuable. And what the recruiters will never stop hunting us. We just want to be free. When Mitch was taken, I felt alone. But then I found them. Me, a leader, Boy, Bob, Rose, Slopper, Strange Iguana, the little Riri, and Minerva, our elder.
My family now.
I've been listening to stories for the past 5 years. They're a part of me. They're a part of all of us fighting. I gather courage from coming to stories that we shared at the fire. Every scar we have is a story. Every wound is a lesson. I carry memories with those lost. But I also carry hope. Maybe it's my time to share my story and light the path to escape the darkness. We're the ones left behind. We're also the ones who will keep moving forward, using our dreams to return.
It took me a long time to share my coming to story, and I've only shared it with one person. He makes me feel like I could share everything with him, and he makes me feel safe. I think friendship, how much he means to me. I think he feels the same way, but with all things these days, survival comes first. I was so young when my parents were taken. They were taken together, right at the start. When the experiment started, they left me with my granny, but it didn't take long before our people know they decided heading out.
was safer. My granny didn't want to leave her house. The old slowed us down, so we left her behind. We walked for 6 years until Uncle Will got sick. He couldn't move, so we sent him up. A year later, that camp started to feel like a home. Uncle Jonas packed up and we started walking again. Uncle Jonas always told me of protecting me and how our family were survivors in the old times. These stories of survival have been passed down through our generations. I was so young, but I got the idea. He didn't talk much on our walks, but he showed me a lot of them, the old ways. He told me I was a woman now, and I must follow Grandmother Moon. I stayed with his grave for 4 nights, just as he taught me. Then I packed up and I started walking. I kept walking, and now here I am, with Nick and his family, with Frenchie.
Ethan, my mom's gonna take a picture of you and the mom's gonna record you recording the class. Yeah. Record on record.
You guys all get small?
I got a table that needs 2 more.
I see eyeballs up here.
People are handing them out. People are handing them out.
Yep, there's kids coming around with it.
No, we have more. That's one thing we have extra. We're out of bullets. We're not out of bullets. We're out of well, they have a little bit. They're going to bring out some more, but there's much left.
Sure.
Test 1, 2.
Archie has been with me and his new family for 5 years now. He has grown into a young man who has seen a lot of pain. But with his new family, and now with Rose a part of his life, he begins to see possibilities of a future. Some of his dreams now contain happiness. A happiness he hadn't felt since this was taken. He still dreams of his family and what his life should have been. But he has found people to love, and he will do anything to protect them so that he can build a new future with them.
They say they've been running too, but that story just has to sit right there.
Their boots look too clean and packed too light for the long haul.
I don't like the way Lincoln watches Riri, like he's up to something.
So why let him stay? Because we don't want to fight, because we might lose.
Good night.
Night, Frenchie. Don't smoke too loud, or the river will find you.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Somewhat.
Let her go now.
Lincoln, you don't have to do this.
I do have to do this. I do have to do this. I'm surviving. The recruiters will find us eventually. Stay back.
You want leverage? Take me. Let the girl go.
Nice try, old man.
Let her go. She can't breathe.
Lincoln, you don't have to do this.
I do have to. Oh, you think I want this? I tried running. I tried hiding. They always find us.
There's other ways to do this.
There's no way out. Don't you know? In the cage. You know what they do to us in those schools, you know?
No. No!
No! No!
No. No. No.
We keep moving. We carry your story with us. For the rest of our journey, we will remember.
Oh my God, she's gone.
Whoppers, Rose, get the pack.
She was just a kid. She didn't deserve it.
We keep moving. We carry your story with us for the rest of our journey.
You will remember.
Scene 5 will start, but first we have a treat for you. Well, the entree is coming as well. So your soup was not the entree. So for the entree, we have a wild rice casserole. It's Minnesota harvested wild rice served as a creamy casserole with ground beef, mixed vegetables, and seasonings. So that will be coming around from our wonderful servers. But at this time, we have a special treat. We have one of our very own, Mr. Jacob Decoto, and he is going to be presenting his master's capstone. It is titled Intergenerational Impact of Boarding Schools on Indigenous Education. Mr. Jacob Decoto.
Bonjour, BGP, Binigiwa, Indigenous Cause, CQ Sing, BGG, Makwa, and Dem, and Lithuania. So, what I said is hello. My name is Danny Moko, your name, Jacob Dakota, English name. I said I'm from here in Belfort or Mill Creek. Also, negative effects of boarding schools, how it's still prevalent in our community today. When I say the negative effects, I mean how, let's say, your great-great-grandparents or some of our kids' great-great-grandparents or some of your parents, you know, how when they came back from the boarding school era, boarding schools themselves, they didn't have the value of the means for education because of that negative experience. So in growing and having their own families and children, they didn't push it on and try to, you know, encourage like, hey, let's get, you know, that next diploma, let's get that next grade level, so on and so forth. So I wanted to see and look into, you know, how we can kind of correct that, how we can fix that. It's still yet today we see it. And one of the things I looked at is fast forwarding now is how a lot of people look for their kids to attend school, but not so much for the academic side. We're seeing a change, but a lot of them are pushing people to go to school for attendance so they can receive their supports that they get outside of schools, right? So I was looking into trying to understand why, and it stems from intergenerational trauma, you know, the effects of that negativity at the schools where they didn't value it. So that's one of the things I looked at, and it stemmed from, if we look back around, there's a lot of good stuff like this. So I encourage you all to go look at the work they did about boarding schools and how they talked about, you know, the idea of General Pratt, how he got up, how he wanted to quote, kill the Indian and save the man. Right? So basically, assimilate all this into white culture or westernized culture or whatever you want to call it. So that's something we still kind of see today, but we're making big progress, especially in the last, say, 10 years in our community. Okay, where we're seeing a revitalization of our language, we're seeing a revitalization of our culture. So we're seeing trends where we're breaking that. I mean, in our high school right now, it's amazing. Like we have students, you know, responding, talking, speaking our language. Very grateful for Alex, wherever he went, but how much work he's put in, how he's actually, you know, making a huge difference for our students, positive outlook of all that, and how he's offering to our staff, you know, teaching our staff about who we are as people, right? Because a lot of us grew up not knowing our traditional values. That's nobody's fault, you know, it's a byproduct of that forced assimilation. So we're getting introduced to that now. You know, we're not trying to make people change what they have been involved in or what they're involved in now or who they worship or what have you. It's just to, you know, teach and explain who we were before all this. So we're making that big change. So towards the end of my research, I kind of wanted to find solutions, right? It's easy to pick out a problem. Pick out a problem. One thing, a friend of mine who's a principal at a different school, he said, if you have a problem, well, you're going to have a solution to that problem, right? So that's one thing I kind of thought of me. So I looked at, and one thing I wanted to be corrected is in Canada, they did a really good, and they do a really good job of acknowledging the residential schools there and how they acknowledge the negative effects where they pass, they have the truth and reconciliation report, investigate, have elders tell their stories, and record, document, and then now they're providing funding to support, you know, whether it's mental health or all these other things, right? It's another byproduct that I didn't really touch on, but the sad reality is a lot of our people have to kind of find a coping mechanism. So it has to become dependent, right? So in this case, it's alcohol. A lot of people turn to alcohol or even drugs, right? They needed something to numb the pain, get over it. giving us a sense of identity, more of an identity for our youth kids, you know, where, I don't know, I just see a positive outlook now. So, that's pretty much all of what I studied and looked at. Very interesting. So, I encourage you guys to do your own research and look into it. Don't know too much. Go pay attention to all that hard work that our students did. And I also want to say thank you to everybody that made this possible for the young. Thanks for our EL, coming up with the idea. Thanks for our drum group, all our servers going around sweating. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to Uncle Alex again. He's really this whole process and, you know, picking his grade helped me achieve, earn my master's degree.
Me, Archie, and the other members of the family feel lost. Me, Frenchie, and the other members of the family feel lost and broken without the beloved community. With all the tragedies that they have had. Me, Frenchie, and the other members of the family feel lost and broken without their beloved Riri. With all the tragedies that they have had to endure so far in this version of life, losing Riri took a bit of that peace that they were trying to hold on to. Lost in the morning, they did not notice that Minerva is preparing for something bigger.
Still hear her voice speak. And the wind, and the silence, I miss her.
That's because she's still here. In our dreams, when we breathe, when we survive, she's there.
She believed in everyone.
That's why we have to keep moving. They want us to stop dreaming. We can't stop dreaming.
She's coming again.
She always knows before we do.
She knew they'd come.
She didn't even look scared.
Never remember for all of us, no matter what happens now, it's our turn to remember her. Carry on her song. Pass it on.
We can't let them win. I'm effing tired of running. We need to fight back.
Minerva's wisdom helps us all win tonight. We're still here. We dream. That's the one weapon they'll never take from us.
If you would like some wild rice, please raise your hand. Yep, go up there. Take it up there. Take some over there. There's a lot more in the bleachers. Down in front. Go to the bleachers.
Please, if you're wanting wild rice, please raise your hand for Betty Lou so she can see you.
Just a reminder, as you're waiting for your wild rice, we have exhibits around the room. The first booth over there is our stakeholder data, so stop by and check out our stakeholder data. That shows how well our students are doing. And it ends over there with the picture display. And we also have books for giveaways, so please take advantage of this time and check out the room.
Minerva's coming began to stir something within the family. They just lost Riri, and the pain was still strong that they were determined to find Minerva and get her back. They didn't want to lose another. Not when the family was so invited now. Oh. They had to stay together. They had to. Minerva was taken, but held on to her quiet wisdom. The group could not understand how important Minerva was to their future. That this was the beginning, the new fight, the new renaissance.
No way.
Frenchie, what is it?
Dad?
Clarence, is that you?
Me? Friendship?
I thought you were dead. I thought you died looking for Mom.
When Mom was taken, I had to find her. They tried taking me. Almost got caught a couple of times. I couldn't go back. I was afraid they'd follow me and find me. Mitch was there. I thought you'd be safe together.
What are you doing out there?
Working with the resistance. Just like when you first knew me. We were camped out at the edge of the woods. We were out by one of the schools up north. We saw a coconut that had been caught and noticed all she did was catch something.
That must be Minerva. I have to go get her.
Why do you need to save her? Why Minerva?
What do you mean, why? I spent the first 2 years in a bush looking for Mitch after he was captured. Didn't you bother looking for us?
I did, son. When I felt he was safe, I tried finding him. When I couldn't, I took another path. I knew I had to fight with them, arguing, anything, any way I could. I needed justice for your mom, justice for our family. I fought for the memory of what family meant to me.
You saw it? Minerva? You saw the cookbook? What you know?
I saw it all. Every time I was in school, one of those dad machines, train all over Marrow. There's a network growing with more resistance. People are ready for that.
part of it. Oh, was it still in the frame? Yeah.
How's that for a finale? Take your bow. Take your Magnificent. We have one more treat for everybody. And before I do that, I've been asked by several people in the audience about a free will donation for all the hard work that our students have done. So if you see Miss Connie Baker over there, we do have a basket. Please don't feel like you need to, but people have asked. So if you want to do that, that's fine. And at this point, we're going to ask Mr. Jacob Dakota to come up. And along with our drum group, they have a special tribute. And I'll let Jacob explain more about that.
You guys can fill it up. Take wheel stuff.
As you very probably aware, we recently lost a teacher at our high school, a good friend, Mr. Kyle Hardy. So we wanted to recognize him and kind of say some good words and, you know, hopefully he's journeying well right now. So good friends are hard to come by. Kyle was just that. Mr. Hardy, what can we say? Hardy, his energy, his sense of humor, and his loyalty left a lasting mark on everyone who had the privilege of knowing him. Kyle was more than just an educator, coach, or advisor. He was someone who truly made a difference in the classroom. He brought history to life on the wrestling mat. He brought out the best in his athletes. On the track, he encouraged them, the young ones. And in everyday moments, he brought light, laughter, and wisdom. Kyle was one of my first mentors. When I was just starting off my teaching journey, he was there. He offered guidance, support, and encouragement when I needed it most. He believed in me before I fully believed in myself and then in the world. He had an incredible ability to make everyone feel seen, heard, and truly valued, whether they were students, colleagues, or friends. He taught us what it means to lead with passion, teach with a genuine heart, and live with a meaningful purpose. Kyle battled with health issues his whole life, but he always had a positive outlook on things. Kyle wasn't just a good friend. He was the kind of friend you could count on. The kind who made you laugh, challenged you to grow, and stood by you through it all. Had some pretty good jokes. His impact lives on in the lives he touched, the lessons he taught, and the love he shared so freely. He will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. Now, he was the head of student council as well, so student council put together something I'd like me to read as well. On behalf of the student council, we would like to take a moment to express how grateful we are to have had an advisor like Hardy. Mr. Hardy was a leader in our school who allowed all students to express themselves without judgment. He was forever a person we could lean on for guidance or advice. He always took the time to listen and cheer us up from our stress. There wasn't a day that Mr. Hardy didn't have a smile on his face, as he was always joyful to all the students and staff. As students, we are grateful to have had a teacher who was truly there for students. To the person who dropped everything to be with the students, we will miss you every day. We will miss hanging out in your classroom and joking around with us. We send our condolences to the family and we wish him a safe journey. We love you, Hardy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Me, Atsokama, Walano, Nalano, Tabiano, Uretiano, Uretiano. Noon sa kulong kitigong sa go. Kasi manang down and not to see your mind. No, but we cannot put you in there. If you want to talk about the real life and not child punishment house, but not the Jews to go. You show me the mom, I'm just to go into the mom, when she did not say, our food is to go, she wanted to, and then the way she wanted to mom, go. People guys to go, Kakana, Mama, and guys to go. Kan buta mahu sago tu kita ya pada sago tu mana dari akwa dari sago mesti kita mahu tahu kan Ishawena nego kalau igual nego dari kita mahu agua lebih kaya agua yang nak mesti and UAN the most Creator, we're sad here to the now because we lost our relative here, the one that was known as Kyle. And we ask you to help us to heal us in our mourning here. We love him very much, and we're grateful for everything he did for us while he was here. And we also ask you to bless his family and help them heal in their mourning. And Kyle, the late Kyle Barney, thank you for everything. And as you go home, we'll say that you'll have a good journey. Ninoa, you go up and you'll see you again. How again, show you. Good.
So before we say our final development for the evening, we want to introduce the players, the drummers, and the dancers. So they're just going to really quickly tell you who they are, and they can say the part they play, or the type of dance they do, or what an awesome drummer they are.
I'm Lee Martin, and I play Travis.
I'm Kayla Eden, and I play Victory.
I'm Melania Fletcher, and I did Lady.
I'm Jenna Moon, and I also did Lady.
I'm Seth Davis, as a stage crew.
I'm Josie Williams, I'm the Harry
I'm Derek Gordon, I did stage crew.
My name is Andy Porter, and I'm the Iowa Sound Checker.
My name is Donald Lunde, and I play Sloppy.
My name is Edmund Gordon, and I'm Shaken.
My name is Bo Davis, and I play Tree.
My name is Carter Davis, and I play G1.
My name is Isabella Allard, and I play Rose 1. My name is Madison Dakota, and I play Minerva.
I'm Jason Grief, I play Frenchie.
I'm Andre Herman, and I play Chaboy.
I'm Ryan Alley, the third, and I play Mitch Clemens.
I'm Tyson Emily, and I play Big One.
I'm Miranda Allery, and I play Juan.
I'm Gracie Cocha, and I play Rose number 2.
My name is Carter Trotter, and I'm stage control.
My name is Olu. My name is Andy West, I'm stage control. My name is Jared Loki, and I'm recruiter number 1.
My name is David Mercer, and I'm recruiter 2.
My name is Edward. I'm just
Okay, now we're going to introduce our dancers. Dancers, please come up so we can introduce you.
Hello, my name is Cindy Davis, and I was the dance. And
Hello, my name is Lauren Henry. I'm one of the lead seniors for the one for the ride. I'm proud of these boys. They come along and did it, and you know they make me happy. That's all I can say. Thank you. My name is Dennis Hunter, and I love you.
All right, and I see a lot of people in white over there who will put on a lot of smiles tonight. Let's get our cooks and our servers. This is our family in consumer science and our culinary arts. They're going to introduce themselves.
I'm Mr. Moore.
I'm Maria.
Oh, you missed the mic.
I'm Vanessa Gomez. Kennedy Tetro. Molly Blue. Madison Uno. Spanish England.
Let's give it up for the kitchen crew. Yes, I think we did now, Sarah, that means clean out there. With that, I think we will tell you all good night and say thank you one more time to our wonderful ELA English Language Arts Department.